Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Punt is on its way.
Return goes out of bounds.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Burden. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Takes a handoff. It's Burden. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play. Some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in their recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Handoff from the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got his man. And tackled there by the defense.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Quick strike complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Shotgun snap on third down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it with authority.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. It'll be third and long. They'll move the tight end. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's picked off at the goal line.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Burton. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Defense showing blitz here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Connection to the right. Oh, out of space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cruz. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it at the 30. He's loose down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
On the run, it's Burden. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and they're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
And the Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Jefferson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knowles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Seminoles will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Dead center perfect. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Fellas, few programs ooze history quite like Notre Dame and Michigan, and we've got an early clue on who might be coming out on top. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
If you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch, it's Burden. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Puts it out of the air. And he'll be brought down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Rebels will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think...
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun, running back on the move. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Gets it out quickly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Picked off. What a play to set them up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
And his throw is incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, explode through, getting a long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. From the gun, running back gets the give. Still running at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lane, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Burden. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Returner runs out of bounds.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
To the air, it's Cole. Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, you can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
The Rebels heading quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down here for the offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Right down the middle. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
Ole Miss 13.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Cole. Lost one deep down the right side. Caught at the 25. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking downfield, it's Cole. Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, what a great job by the defense. Seeing the bubble, reacting to it right now. And what do you got to do? You got to make open field tackles when that bubble gets there. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Noles are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Secondary. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Now on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Behind the chains now on second and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.